Ray, good to see you, man. Welcome back to Pop Alternative.
Yeah, thanks, man. Always happy to be with you.
Of course. It's interesting, right? Because we've learned that Ginny and Georgia love to kind of have us kind of figuring out what's going to happen next after a season drops. And I'm wondering, after all the things that happened in season 2, what was it like finally getting those scripts for season 3? Like, I'm just curious, like from a mindset perspective.
Oh, I was thrilled with. I think I remember saying it. You can. I don't know whoever else you'll interview after this, but I remember saying a number of times, "God, I hope we deliver half of what's in these scripts," because I felt like at the time the scripts were terrific, and my big fear was like, "Are we going to be able to live up to this material? It's darker. It's jam packed. Like every moment
Mhm.
is is got some gravity."
Absolutely. It's been now 3 seasons now of, that kind of moment where you get a release date and then it drops across all these different time zones to the point where you wake up, wherever you are, and then people have already kind of watched the season and are
Yeah.
already commenting. How, are you like, take me through that process of, preparing for the fact that like it's in your hands and it's out of your hands worldwide on Netflix at some point. You've been doing that for 3 seasons now.
Yeah, I mean it's in your hands, it's in your hands in preparation
Yep.
before you go to set, and then it truly is out of your hands for every moment after that. You don't know what your scene partner is going to do, what every piece of our great crew is going to do with your work, and it's all collaboration. So, I mean, it's in your hands so fleetingly before you're really collaborating with a lot of other departments, a lot of other talented people. Um, and it's scary because like that feeling is scary because you can't control
Yep. Absolutely.
what you're going to create together.
It's interesting too. Joe's kind of arc is fantastic, and I love kind of just seeing the growth. And it's just a credit to you, man. You're so good at what you do. You're so good with this character.
Thank
And
you.
it's interesting, right? Because Joe is one of my favorite characters, but you know who else is one of my favorite characters? Is the bar is one of my favorite characters. And I'm wondering if you think about that at all, right? Because I've kind of thought about that a lot more now that I stepped into kind of filmmaking where settings or objects become characters. Like, what do you think about that specifically?
I mean, that's really, really high praise for everyone on our team. But I wear that proudly. That you consider the bar to be a character. It really is like a place where a lot of like exposition and story takes place. Everybody congregates in this one space. A lot of information is disseminated, and then our story moves forward from there. So yeah, it really is a character.
In terms of the people that Joe has relationships with, or the people that Joe wants to have relationships with, because there's two different things. You know what I mean? Does it feel like a tug of war in regards to reading those kind of elements and those kind of storylines with Joe, and Georgia and everything, and then seeing it come to life on screen? Like, what's that like for you specifically?
Do I feel a tug of
You
war?
know what I mean? It's like this push and pull, right? Like where like there's a lot of even other characters too. It's like Joe is close to some characters and Joe's not close to some characters. And then sometimes you feel like there is going to be something and then no, it's taken away from us. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the rug is pulled.
Like,
Yeah, I find
or like a
I
ping
hope
pong match, tug of war or ping pong match. You know what I mean?
absolutely. I feel Joe has like a pretty cordial relationship even with people that he doesn't like.
Yeah.
I hope they don't know it.
Yeah.
That he's professional and respectful of everybody.
Mhm.
Um, and then I think sometimes you can see his heart on his sleeves with the people that he would, namely Georgia, who
Yeah.
he would like to pursue something with.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not going there because you've probably been asked that many
Sure, sure.
times. I'm not going there. Uh, but yeah, it's interesting too because I feel like a show like this, the slice of life and the coming of age, especially with Ginny and her friends and the school, right? Where Joe is involved with the bar. He's not really kind of involved with the school storyline much. There's past that cross. What do you think about though the self-reflection component of Ginny and Georgia in regards to these characters, you know, playing these characters that are lost, figuring things out? Is it more fun for you as an actor? Is it more challenging as an actor? Because from the viewer perspective, they don't know they're lost, right? Like, so I do find that interesting specifically.
Yeah, I think the characters are just going through it day to day. So they're not really reflecting or forecasting for themselves. They're living in the moment. And I think as an actor, God, this sounds like obnoxious or something, but like I think you're also trying to prevent yourself from like forecasting the future or I mean, you want to do your preparation and your work to understand who this person is, but you don't want I don't want to obsess or like lament plot and story. I want to like try to feel this person's feelings in the moment.
When do you really start to think about the audience member? We talk about this a lot in regards to like, I always wonder if actors are conscious of the audience member watching Ginny and Georgia while they're making it. And I feel like I've had some people say no because they're in the zone and they have kind of a role they have to do with the character. Some people kind of say sometimes, you know, there's conversations with the showrunners where it's like, well, people are going to really freak out about this. You know what I mean? But like for you as an actor, like when do you really start thinking about the audience? Like, is it before or after?
I think, okay, maybe yes, you think about the audience a little bit after the fact when you see that people are enjoying the show.
Yes.
Then you know, you get hit with the audience's experience and feelings about your character or whatever. And that's really nice and fulfilling and rewarding. And it's flattering. It feels great when people like your work. But while we're actually working, there are people paid way more and way better and more qualified to be concerned about what the audience feels about the show than me. If it were up to me, like I think the show just wouldn't be good because I would be concerned about all the wrong things.
No, absolutely. And I did want to kind of ask, you know, like the cast.
I have a question. Sorry, can I interrupt you?
Yes,
I have a question for you.
Oh my goodness.
I'm surprised it hasn't come up yet.
Are you gonna bring up what I think? Because like, if you're gonna bring up what I think you're gonna bring up, no.
Sorry, I'm jumping the gun.
Hold on. You have to bring it up. But if it's what I think you were gonna bring up, I promise you I was gonna bring it up. But what were you gonna say?
Okay. Well, then let's skip ahead to that.
No, I have a feeling I'm wrong. I feel like it's not that at all.
Okay. You make an appearance in this show. You don't even know it, maybe.
Me?
Yes. Or your heart, your something makes an appearance in this show because I don't know if your audience knows this or not, but we're like friends. We text throughout the year and stuff. We're going to dinner in a couple weeks. Earlier this year, you were sending me, I asked for new metal. And you told me about a new band that you've like lightly worked with called Brand of Sacrifice. Yeah. And I love them.
Amazing band.
They're the hardest.
Shout out to Kyle Anderson. Absolutely. Yeah.
They're so hard and I adore it. So Lifeblood is a song. Anyways, Ginny and Georgia was looking for a metal song. Sarah Lampert knows I love metal.
Is Lifeblood in Ginny and Georgia?
Yes, it is.
How did I not catch that? Wow. Holy smokes.
I sent a whole like metal playlist to Sarah Lampert of all my favorite metal songs with like a paragraph on each song on like this one I used to listen to in grade 7. This one is the newer song. All these things and why they meant something.
That's right. That is right. The car scene. Yes, that is insane.
And that truly, that's from you because you sent me that song for like days when I'm in the gym, just needing the hardest stuff.
That is incredible. I was going to bring up the fact that we've known each other for a while, but we found out around holidays that we went to a hockey camp together like 15 years ago.
15 years ago, we sleepover camp for like a week.
And I was looking at the old itinerary and our neighbors. I was like, what?
It's a real small world.
Oh my goodness. You definitely had to keep that under wraps because you did not tell me about that Lifeblood situation. So it's so exciting.
No, I didn't.
And genuinely, this is like the first time I've heard of this. So that's amazing for like my viewers, I guess. But it's like, was that hard not to tell me?
honestly, I didn't know what song was gonna be inserted into that moment. Sarah had just like asked for a bunch of metal songs, and I made a playlist.
Mhm.
Many of which were recommendations that you made for me, because that's just like what I was most recently listening to when she asked me this. And I mean, only when the show released now, I got to hear what song got cleared. I'm sure there's a bunch of processes that they have to
Insane.
go.
I love that band so much. We love that. I was, we're meeting up soon, and there's more bands. But it's they're oh, man, I love metal. I love that we have that together. It's so great. And congrats, by the way, on season 3, and a new season's coming as well when it comes. I love how like everyone has all these questions and answers like about like the cliffhangers and everything, but it's just like I just like let's just enjoy the fact that all the work that was done in season 3 is finally available.
Yes, I know everybody wants to know the future. I'm like thrilled to finally see what we spent the last year making
Yeah,
come to fruition.
absolutely. Ray, always a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you, man.
Well, this has been Pop Turn. youtube.com/PopTurn for previous episodes. Until next time, this is Raymond Ablack and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.